company.
Great.
We're going to be on tactical channel, and channel 6 has been designated a command channel for that building. Right now, all I have in this building is 4 trucks and 2 engines.
On a bright day in midsummer, I set out to Staten Island. It's a place where they brought the tangible metal carnage. A place where it's going to be laid to rest. It's also the place where the final scrutiny of what is left is carried out. The final search, just in case there's something there. But I wasn't prepared for what was coming. This is a battalion chief's car. This is what I'm most used to being in at the moment. I have a very close friend, Steve Belson, who I lost, and they never found him. And he was driving the chief, and actually the chief he was driving, Oriole Palmer, was also a close friend. We worked together for years. So now this hits home for me right now at this range. Oh my God, it's unbelievable, the damage to these things. This is a fire marshal's car. Totally crushed. The north walkway had been leveled somewhat, not totally, but just south of that there were the apparatus lined up against the curb, and they were crushed and they were covered with debris, and I went down into a void to make sure it was safe for the men to go down into that void and into another void with a guy from FEMA, and he had a search cam, and at one point he also had a dog with him too. We had got an odor, and I crawled a little further down and I found one of the brothers underneath a rear mount, and you know, we verified it with the camera and of course with the dog, and it was just something that was just unbelievable. Now, 8 months later, I look at these things, it brings me right back to day one.
Unit with an urgent, go ahead. So we got numerous people trapped here for the previous collapse. We need a hand to get them out, okay? Are you pinned in a piece of apparatus? I was, that's all. All right, we're going to get some members over there to assist you. You have help on the way. Do you receive that? There is help on the way. Do you receive that?
These are testimony to my friends. It's a testimony to my coworkers. Guys that have worked for me, guys I worked with. You know, I didn't know this was going to be like this, but it's horrible. It's horrible. This is the cab to the apparatus. Can you imagine getting out of your apparatus and that happening to you? These things. Young kids come in and make sure these things are folded perfectly in the morning, and when they go to a fire, put everything away. Look at the folds. They're perfect. They should just leave this just the way it is and make this the memorial. Had enough.
This is it. I mean, 4 we have, and 4 is part of the project, but 5 is the last. That's it. This one, and the one that's weird, kind of unique about this is the fact its history is a little different. The fact that there was a survivor on this rig. The fact that they had 11 guys hop on board that morning. I mean, that's the kind of stuff. Like, I mean, it's not like it's a normal engine where it's 5 guys. 11 firefighters, from it was packed end to end.
Was he the only survivor from all the rescues?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I remember when I talked to you, it was lunchtime, and I'm sitting at lunch, and you're talking. As soon as I got off the phone, I was so emotional I couldn't even talk.
Oh yeah.
My secretary goes, she thought I was having a heart attack. What's the matter? I go, no, I just.
Yeah, no, it's when you get inside it, for the first time, it's supposed to bring emotion. That's what it is. I mean, there's no way not to.
My daughter's 14 and she didn't
she
know.
Has no idea.
No.
So, and I know you'll bring her by to see it because you have to. That's the whole point. So, this is.
Do you mind if I tell a few of the firemen here in Cicero that this is here?
Okay.
Okay.
No, there's no restrictions.
Okay.
We want people to know about it. It's not secretive at all. It's going to get debuted with the project at this big fire department conference, but we know it's going to end up doing little stuff before then, just because while it's in town and stuff. I mean, the response with the project has been unbelievable, and the fact that this one, this is huge for the project because it gives us it's going to basically take us, instead of being somewhat regional, like right now 4 is down in Florida, but we have so many requests, and the fact is we haven't even really been able to talk to the departments out west because we're not driving this thing from from New York to LA and back.
You don't want to drive the.
So, but we have a crew of guys, firefighters in Colorado. They're going to operate this, and they're going to run it out of Colorado. So it'll basically be able to cover the whole western states. Okay. So